What's up, guys? So today I want to do a quick review on the EXO cell camera made by Moultrie. I want to start off by saying that we are in no way affiliated with Moultrie or any cell camera company for that matter. So everything I tell you today is my honest opinion, and it's all based off my own personal experience. So let me give you a quick story on what brought me to try the Moultrie cell camera in the first place. I was on my way to one of my hunting properties that's about an hour and a half away, and I was going there specifically to hang a trail cam. Well, I get about halfway there and realize, like a dumbass, I forgot my camera at home. So I wanted to make most of the trip. I stopped at the nearest farm and home store, and I was just going in there to buy a regular camera just so I had something to hang up and get some pictures. But I walk in the store and I see this camera hanging on the shelf, and it was priced at like $70. And I had to do a double take and make sure that it actually was a cell camera, because it's hard to find a regular non-cell camera for that price. So honestly, the only reason I even tried it was the price point. I figured at that price, if it's junk, I just won't use it again. So I picked up the camera, went out to the truck, and literally set it up in my truck in the parking lot in probably less than 5 minutes. Now I'll go over how to do all that, and I'll also go over my thoughts and opinions on the camera. All right, we got it out of the pack. Let's just go over quick first impressions. It's really pretty solid, hard plastic, pretty heavy duty clip to open and close it. One thing that I did notice right off the bat that I wasn't that crazy about is, compared to other cell cameras on the market, it's kind of bulky. But unless you hunt public land, I personally did not notice any deer having a negative reaction to the camera, or even noticing the camera for that matter. Let's open it up. Now, as you can see, it takes 12 AA batteries. I opt for the Energizer lithiums, which is what I use for all my cameras for the most part. I just think they last the longest, and I've had the best luck with them. On the inside cover, it goes through step by step how to activate the camera, which is very convenient. I have not activated this one yet. I will show you how to do that. First thing you need to do is download the Moultrie mobile app on your smartphone. All right, once you got the app open, you just, if you want to add the camera, you go to devices down here in the bottom right corner, and then hit activate. And this is one of the coolest things about this camera that I absolutely love. Compared to other cell cameras that are kind of a pain to set up, this one is absolutely simple. All you do is tap where it says tap here to scan label, and that's it. You literally scan the label on the inside of the camera, and once it recognizes that camera, go to view plans, and these are the different options that you have. Now, on my other camera, I used the unlimited images for $17. That's the one I picked. If you pay by the year, it's a little bit cheaper, but I'm a tight ass, so I did the monthly plan for $17, and that's the one I'm going to pick again. So just click that. No hidden fees, cancel anytime, pay $17 monthly. Click that. My credit card's already on file because I already have an account with a different camera. Continue. Okay, so this is really cool. I didn't know this. Since Moultrie bills you on the 1st of every month, it actually is prorating my first month, because today is the 9th. So since I only have 3 weeks instead of 4, I'm only paying $9.90 for the first month, which is very cool. So go ahead and click pay. Okay. Okay. Now once you've done that, it will give you the option of how often you want the camera to send you pictures. I'm going to do as pictures are taken. So it's basically immediate. You can change this at any time. So if you notice that your batteries start running low, you can change it to where it's only sending them every 12 hours or every 24 hours, whatever you want. But yeah, we're going to do that for right now. And now you can see that I have a second camera listed on my devices. So I still got to put batteries in it and SD card, and then it should be up and running. And we will take some sample pictures to give you guys an idea of what kind of quality we're looking at. One other feature that this app allows you to do is you can click on any given image that's sent to you and request a high resolution version of that picture. And as you can see, it is a huge difference between the two. Okay, this is your devices screen, which shows all of the different devices that you have. Now, the nice thing about this is you click on a device, it shows you your signal strength, your battery, how much storage you have on your memory card. You can also change your plan at any time, which is very convenient. And these are the different options. You can also cancel your plan at any time. Other cell camera companies, I've noticed, sometimes it's difficult to cancel the plans. Whether or not that's by design, I'll let you decide. But this one is very simple. The other thing you can do, you can change your settings on your camera at any time. Here you can change how often it sends you a photo. Immediately, every 3 hours, 6 hours, 12, or 24. One thing about the EXO is there is no video mode. So you cannot take video with this camera. So if that's something that you're looking for, this camera is not for you. For me, I don't care. Videos really zap your battery on cell cams, so it's not a big deal for me. You can also change your photo settings for single shot, 3-shot burst, or 3 trigger. And you can also change your photo resolution with the click of a button. Another feature that I really like is the maps. You can literally navigate anywhere, drop a pin. Very convenient. Like I said, it's just another tool that this app offers. Weather. You can change your location, but this shows you the current weather. And I mean, it's very detailed, as you can see. So this is more than just a camera app. It's almost like a hunting app. One feature that I absolutely love is the activity. So you can literally break down every picture. For example, this is time of day. Okay, these are all the pictures that I've gotten, and what time of day I got them. And this thing actually distinguishes between buck pictures and doe pictures. So as you can see, I got 192 buck pictures, 809 doe pictures, and this is the different times that I got each of those pictures. There's the percentages. So as you can see, noon, only 3% of my photos, which is not a surprise. It also organizes them by moon phase. Looks like the majority of them are on the new moon. It also organizes them by temperature. Okay, now that we've gone over the setup process, you've also got to see some examples of pictures that it takes and the quality of those photos. I'm going to go over some of my final thoughts on the camera itself. Things that I really like. The price point. I picked up this camera here, which is the second Moultrie EXO that I bought. I picked it up at Scheels for $60. Scheels is just a local sporting goods store. I don't know if they have them everywhere, but kind of like a Bass Pro, only not quite as big. But yeah, I picked up this camera for $60 there. So that is unreal. Price of the plans, I would say, are on par with other cell cameras. Definitely affordable, and they also have plans if you have 3 or more, to where you can have like a what they call a pro plan, and that there basically you can add another camera on for $7, so it saves you a little bit of money if you're running several of these cameras. Ease of setup, let's call it. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. It is by far the easiest cell camera I have ever set up. The other great thing, Moultrie has wonderful customer service. If you have any problems at all you gotta do is give them a call and they'll walk you right through the process. They're actually available 7 days a week, like 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. So that's a plus. Let's go over battery life. Now, as I said before, it takes 12 AA batteries. I use the lithiums. They're a little bit more expensive, but they last longer. Now, I had my first camera out for a little bit over a month. I also had that camera set to send me pictures immediately, which will drain your battery faster. Now, that camera took around 1,000 photos. I noticed the battery life started to get low, and by low I mean 70%, which is another great thing about the app. You can look and see exactly how much battery life you have and also how much space on your SD card you have. But as the battery life started to get lower, I actually moved it to send me pictures every 6 hours, which helped on the battery life a little bit. Now, one thing I noticed is once it hit about 60%, it completely stopped sending me photos. Now, one good thing about that is, and I think the reason that it does that is so that it will conserve batteries, so that it will at least continue to take photos until you can go get to your camera and replace the batteries. Because whenever I went to replace the batteries, it had continued to take photos even though it was not sending them to my phone. I would say batteries, not terrible. We'll say a little bit above average. Next is the app. The app is absolutely phenomenal. I've used other apps from other cell cam companies, and although they work good, they don't have near the features that this one does. The one thing that I'm not crazy about in the app is that if you do have multiple cameras, it doesn't separate those cameras as far as your images. So say you have 2 cameras out, camera A takes a picture, sends it to the gallery. Camera B takes a picture, sends it to the same gallery. So you can have different camera locations kind of mixed up in there, rather than having a separate gallery for each camera, which is an improvement that I think they could make. One thing I didn't mention about these EXO cameras is they are only available with a Verizon plan. Now, that does not mean that you have to have a Verizon cell phone plan. I have AT&T, this camera is Verizon. Doesn't matter, it'll still send the photos to my phone. You just want to make sure that you have Verizon service basically wherever you're wanting to put the camera. Now, I just took these test photos here at my house. I have terrible service here. It still took the photos, it still worked fine. It showed that the signal was at like 30%, still good enough to take and send photos. So really you don't need a ton of signal for these cameras to work, which is a huge plus. Okay, overall, would I recommend this camera? Absolutely. It far exceeded my expectations when I bought it, so much so that I bought a second one. For 60 bucks, like I said earlier, you cannot even hardly find a non-cell camera for that price. Works great, does exactly what I bought it to do. All my complaints are relatively minor. I don't think you can go wrong with this camera, especially if you're not looking to break the bank, but you still want to get into the cell camera world. So go out, get one, give it a try, comment, let me know what you think, let me know what your experiences are with the camera. And if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something or got something out of it, please subscribe to the channel. That helps us out a bunch. And you know, look for more videos like this. Whenever I find a product that I think is worth reviewing, I will definitely do that. And hopefully we can get some good deer hunting footage this fall for you to enjoy. So with that being said, good luck this fall, be safe, and we'll see you soon.